Yo, what's up, honkers? Me and Ozzy are going to be watching the finale to the Potato War, and honestly, I don't really know what else is left to do. Like, why a third video on this? Like, he already won the war, right? He got number one. I don't quite understand. Anyway, today's secret word is nah. If you comment the secret word in the comments down below, I will give your comment a heart. All right, let's get right into today's video.
There's no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
We're done by deranged individuals with complete disregard.
My name is Technoblade, and I am the fastest Skyblock player alive. To the outside world,
He's
I'm
so
an ordinary
fast.
Minecraft YouTuber, but secretly, I've spent the last year fighting to maintain my spot as the #1 potato farmer in Skyblock. Opposing me is Squid Kid, the former rank #1, a man whose obsession with potatoes is rivaled only by my own. In my last video, I talked about how the newly added rabbit pet could, at its highest level, increase the amount of potatoes my minions made by 30%, but I knew Squid would watch my video to find out my tactics, so I left out a few of the finer details. You see, the boost for rabbit pets isn't the same as flycatchers or catalysts. You have to be there on the island for the boost to take effect. Once you log off or go to somewhere else in Skyblock, that boost is gone until you come back. But while I was experimenting with the rabbit pet, I discovered a few interesting facts about how the boost works. For instance, rabbit pets can boost other people's minions if you're visiting their islands as a guest. But minions can only get boosted by one rabbit at a time, so you can't just get 20 accounts with rabbit pets for infinite potatoes. But the third thing I found was the most interesting, and this is what Squid Kid didn't know. If there's multiple rabbit pets on the same island, which one boosts the minions? You'd think it'd be the strongest one, but it's not. If there's multiple rabbits, the minions will be boosted by the one belonging to whoever's been on the island the longest. So, hypothetically speaking, if someone went to their island with their level 100 rabbit when someone was already there with a level 1 one, they wouldn't get their rabbits 30% boost, they'd get the level 1 0.3% boost.
I see.
Unrelated fun fact, did you know that Squid Kid's island is still open to visitors? Yeah, that's right. We're doing this again. So I bought a new Minecraft account, slapped a level 1 legendary rabbit pet onto it, and shipped it off to Squid Kid's AFK pool. I knew I had to maintain absolute secrecy. I didn't even tell my goons about this, because I knew once Squid got wind of this, it would be trivially easy to prevent it. I waited until the day I released the second Potato War video to start. After that video, tourists flocked to Squid Kid's island to see it for themselves. My ult blended right in. Every day my ult would sit there in Squid Kid's AFK pool to maintain rabbit priority. In fact, it usually had the rabbit pet deactivated during the day, since you don't need to have the pet out to keep priority. And since the rabbit was deactivated, if Squid checked his minions during the day, he'd find nothing wrong with them. But every night around 2 a.m., Squid would leave his account AFK and go to bed. And that's when I'd strike, overriding his rabbit pet boost for the rest of the night. And yes, I memorized Squid's sleeping schedule to pull us off. I mean, at this point, how was that even a question? Of course I did. But unfortunately,
he's deranged.
Soon arose. Squid and I had both been rushing to get our rabbits to level 100. I had a pretty heavy lead, and I figured it'd take Squid several more weeks to get his there. But unfortunately, an unknown third party got there first and sold his level 100 legendary rabbit directly to Squid. Of course, he didn't forget to brag about this victory on stream.
Oh my, oh my. You know who
doesn't matter though.
Yo,
you know why?
Because
you're only getting a level 1 bonus.
That's insane.
Little did he know that while he was flexing on stream, my ult was right there on his island, overriding his level 100
He has
but my
shadow.
didn't stop there.
It's just
Squid got an alt account to AFK with his rabbit pet on his island while he was doing other things, and since the alt account had no reason to ever leave his island, it became much harder to keep control of pet priority. And sometimes when I had priority, he'd end up kicking everyone from his island because it was too full for his alt account to join.
I see.
Meaning I lost priority for the rest of the day. I was going to counter this by spending $30 to buy his alt MVP++, since that rank can bypass guesting limits, but unfortunately, on March 20th, my ult was kicked and Squid's island was closed forever. The jig was up. But by that point, I'd already achieved my objective. The 2 weeks it took him to realize what was going on cost him about 2 million potatoes. Bit of a tangent, but I'm pretty sure I lost a few fans over the rabbit pet because everyone would just be hanging out. They'd just be chilling on my island with their level 30 rabbits activated. Now I'd come see that, and I don't care if it's intentional or not. They're sabotaging my potatoes, so I'd kick them out of my island to get priority back.
They just
and then
want
they
to
come
help
back
you,
10
man.
seconds later like, why did you kick me, Technoblade? I just wanted to meet my favorite YouTuber. And I'd be like, whoa, relax, dude, relax. It's not a big deal.
I'm sorry, it had to be done, little one.
I can't tell you because it's a secret. And they'd go like, it's okay, Technoblade.
I understand you just hate
It's
me.
because you hate me specifically.
Me
I'll just go leave
specifically.
forever now. And I'm like, wait.
I need to let everyone know, whenever you DM me on Discord, or hey, one of you freaks that are fucking DMing me pictures of your dick on Twitter and I don't respond, it's not that I hate you. It's that I don't want to give you a more of a parasocial relationship than you already have. Because parasocial relationships are not healthy. Ain't that right, Aju?
Oh. Yeah.
Come back, no! So Squid closed his island, which meant I couldn't sabotage him anymore. But
Yeah,
what if I
yeah,
told
that's
you
the
that
short
was
term.
also part of my master plan? You ever noticed how my island has been open to visitors during the potato war? In the last video I explained,
Right.
I made an AFK machine on my island so planted potatoes would keep growing even when I wasn't online. I was actually using an advanced technique there called lying. This clip of the AFK was from November. I didn't even build the manual farm until January. You might recall from the first potato war video that minions
we
behave
pointed that
differently
out.
depending on whether there's people on the
I
island
was like,
or not. Because if no one's on the island,
ain't no
Hypixel's
way.
not going to waste resources keeping that server online, so they're going to close the server. And then when you come back, they're going to go, oh, well, it's been 7 hours. It's going to run a calculation and give you 7 hours worth of stuff. But as we've seen before, that calculation isn't perfect. So I ran an experiment, and in the experiment, I found that when someone's on my island, I get 10% more potatoes. And there was only one thing boosting my minions by 10%. The farm crystal. The farm crystal is an external buff, so it's not included in the offline calculation.
Wait, does that mean if you have multiple, it'll give you like a stacking buff?
I have no idea.
So if there's at least one person on my island and Squid's island is empty, I'd get 10% more potatoes. Now it was easy to get people to AFK on my island. What was difficult was getting people off of Squid's island. You see, even months after the first Potato War video came out, when the initial hype was starting to die down a bit, there would be at least one of my own viewers AFK on Squid's island every night, you know, as a joke. Sometimes I would be on Squid's Island on an alt account and I'd see someone say in the chat, I'm gonna go AFK to help Technoblade win the potato war, and I'd beg them, I'd be like, no dude, please, he fixed that months ago, that doesn't hurt him anymore, and they'd be like, I'm helping, and AFK all night. Squid Kid was getting boosted by my own viewers and there was nothing I could do to stop them, because what was I gonna do? Announce that AFK and helped him? Then even more people would AFK.
Yeah, then more people,
The only way to stop this from happening would be to get Squid to close his own island to visitors without him realizing that that's what I wanted all along. It took 4 long months, but it finally happened. But anyways, back to this tweet. So Squid says he closed his island because someone filled his potion system with rookie axes. A common trolling method in Skyblock is to fill people's inventories with useless items like boats. But the rookie axe is even worse for players like Squid Kid who use the Skyblock add-ons mod, which has a feature which makes it very difficult to drop tools out of your inventory. The point is to stop people from accidentally dropping weapons worth millions of gold, but it also applies to the rookie axe sold in shops for 12 coins. So basically, someone dumping a ton of rookie axes into your hopper system is the worst thing someone can do to you in Skyblock. Now, I've always been interested in psychology. In fact, I almost majored in it. So after 6 months of stalking Squid Kid, I developed a bit of a psychological profile of this man. I know how he talks. I know how he thinks. And when I saw this tweet, I instantly knew that this man was lying. Now, don't get me wrong, I completely believe that somebody dropped rookie axes into his hopper system.
Oh yeah, that probably happened.
Because it was me. But that's not the real reason he closed his island. After all, I'd been dropping rookie axes into his hoppers for weeks, but he sent that tweet 8 minutes after he kicked my ult. So I get to thinking, why would Squid lie about that? And I realized Squid knows I monitor his tweets, but what he doesn't know is that was...
Listen, whenever you grieve someone, you don't do the lowest of the barrel thing, all right? You just don't do it, man.
You don't know him well enough yet.
I guess I could tell a story of like a thing that I did to someone in WoW that griefed them. Someone that I had known in my guild for a very long time was really wanting this item off of a boss in Wrath of the Lich King. I believe the item was called the Nibelung or something like that. I don't remember. I think it was a staff. I don't remember. But I managed to get it on a roll because we did a rolling system where it's just like anyone can roll in the item for any reason whatsoever. Probably not the best idea in hindsight. But I got it and he's like, hey, can I have that? I'll pay you money. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll give it to you. And I disenchanted it on the spot and I gave him the crystal.
Bruh.
Well, here you go, man. All because he beat me in damage one time.
Why are you so petty?
I don't know. I'm not like that anymore. If you end up watching this, I'm sorry.
was my alt account. From his perspective, that could have been some random guy with a rabbit, and if that was the case, I'd have no idea rabbits could be used that way. As such, him lying in that tweet could only mean one thing. He's about to sabotage me! So I held a stake out on my island, and guess what I found a few hours later?
What?
A brand new Skyblock account, AFK with a level 1
with a
legendary
level
rabbit.
1?
Truthfully, I could have stopped Squid before he even joined my island, but I wanted to catch him in the act, because I'm always getting comments saying, oh my god, Technoblade, why are you so mean to Squid? They don't understand. This is war.
They
There's no
don't
holding back.
understand.
I know that, and Squid knows that. The only difference is that I'm 20 steps ahead. He's playing Skyblock while I'm playing Death Note. He thinks he can outsmart me with my own strategies because he is yet to realize that he is but a puppet.
So cheesy.
And I, the puppeteer, dance, potato boy, dance!
Dance, Squid Kid, dance!
So anyways,
Dance,
I got on
potato
my
boy.
secret alt account and then sent his secret alt account a party invitation. And then I DM'd him on Discord, yo dude, accept my invite. Well, this is awkward. He actually did accept my invite. We had a lovely conversation. And then I banned him from my island. Get out of here. He tried again with another account a few days later. I don't have any proof that this account is him, but look at that username, Stinky Bozo. That's a pretty unusual word. In fact, I've only heard one person say it.
Bozo. You are a bozo.
Bozo.
Nice one,
It
bozo.
has to be him.
You're a freaking...
It couldn't be
From the
anybody
same
else.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. I did eventually close my island, but not before I made sure I wouldn't lose potatoes. After that, I moved on to the next phase of my master plan. If I wanted to farm more potatoes, I'd have to start farming pumpkins. But wait a minute,
Why?
Technoblade, that's the wrong vegetable.
That
Wait,
is the wrong vegetable.
What do you mean it's a fruit? Whatever. At this point, we pretty much maxed out the output of our minions. The only thing...
Pumpkins are a fruit?
Are they?
I'm Googling this shit right now. Is pumpkin a fruit?
It is.
It's a fucking fruit.
They develop from the flower of a plant and contain seeds. They're a type of berry known as a peepo.
I guess that makes sense. Okay. I don't know, man. I just always imagined like it's from the ground. It comes out of the ground. It's a pumpkin, right? It's a vegetable, right? I guess not.
thing left to work on was the speed we could farm potatoes by hand. The farming skill gives more crops as you level up, so I decided to grind it to the highest level. I did the math and found that farming potatoes is so incredibly inefficient at leveling up farming that it was actually more worthwhile to build a whole pumpkin farm. I began the construction of a pumpkin farm large enough that by the time I finished farming it in full, the pumpkins at the beginning would have already regrown.
Wait, does that mean...
I don't even want to tell you how long it took to build this. And so I began farming day after day.
I have a question. Did he get #1 in pumpkin farm too?
I don't remember. I know he got up there on the leaderboard. I don't know if he got to #1.
But he didn't auto farm these. He manually did it.
Yes, because he's just using them to get levels.
Right.
Times I'd farmed for so long without break that the people watching thought I was botting. Word of my pumpkin farming soon reached Squid, who began farming pumpkins himself, but he only saw the surface level of what I was doing. You see, I wasn't just leveling up my farming skill, I was also leveling up multiple legendary rabbits. There's a reason I wanted to stop people from AFKing on Squid's Island, even after he started AFKing himself, and it's because it's almost impossible for one man to AFK every hour of the day, because servers restart, the game can update, your internet can go out, and if you're asleep or doing something else, you'll be missing out on those bonuses until you get back.
Like
even the most dedicated individual might only average 20 hours of AFK coverage per day, and those 4 hours alone without the rabbit pet and farming crystal cost you 100,000 potatoes.
Damn.
And over time, that adds up. To fix this flaw, I got multiple level 100 rabbits, some leveled myself, and others purchased for tens of millions of coins, and then distributed them to goons in diverse time zones. I set my island so only guild members could visit, and had my head goon code a Discord bot that automatically pinged them within 5 seconds of the rabbit account leaving my island, at which point one of them could log into the island themselves and boost my minions until I got back. After a few weeks, we both reached farming level 50. On May 4th, there was a pet update which added, among other things, the elephant pet, which had its highest level could increase crop yield by 25%. Ordinarily, a buff to manual farming would be bad for me, since it allows Squid to catch up that much more quickly. But I had a plan. The reason farming potatoes by hand is so inefficient is because when you break potatoes, they don't grow back. So 2/3 of the time you spend on farming is spent replanting the potatoes you just harvested. Squid Kid and his viewers spent many hours trying to find a workaround to this, even building an elaborate redstone machine in an attempt to somewhat automate replanting. But in the end, they failed to find a better method and continued farming normally.
I should be able to plant 5 at the same time. Why is it so slow? It takes forever.
What if I told you I found a way. You see, back in January, I had an idea. What if I had the minions plant for me? At the time, this wasn't practical for two reasons. One, I didn't have enough farming bonuses for it to be worth sacrificing the minions' normal output, but this was solved when I got farming level 50. Secondly, potato minions were simply too slow. But since then, they've buffed flycatchers, added the rabbit pet, and added foul flesh, a new fuel source which buffs minion speed by 90%. Even then, the potato minions weren't quite fast enough to keep up. But I thought to myself, if they're only going to be planting, they don't need to waste an upgrade slot on a super compactor. So I spent another 250 million coins to get 48 total flycatchers. Squid and I both started farming potatoes, but his method could get at most 200,000 potatoes per hour, whereas my method with double flycatchers, even after subtracting the amount the minions would have made themselves, could get 410,000 potatoes per hour. For the next 3 weeks, Squid farmed hours every day, but I was farming at the same time.
What are the odds he's farming right now? 5 bits? I bet Techno's doing the same thing, just has a 130% faster way to do it. You're probably wrong.
In this time, I expanded my lead by another 5 million potatoes, but at this point, Squid and I had been farming potatoes for almost a year, and we were still farming hours every day, with no end in sight. Neither of us wanted this to continue, so we came to an agreement. Whoever got to 500 million potatoes first would win the potato war.
I'd say that's worth.
Pushed in, saying he'd give a surprise to the winner. Now, I was only at 300 million potatoes at this point, but I figured I had this in the bag. I mean, I'd been tracking Squid's potato count. I accounted for his AFK coverage by having the Discord bot track his alt account's logins, and I knew how much he was farming by hand.
Isn't Simon also the person that made
experience. With a 45 million potato lead and a farming method
Simon
twice
was
as fast as his own,
CEO
what
of
could possibly go wrong?
Hypixel. And he also
very wrong.
made
it was just a small update
Hightail.
with a few quality of life changes. You know, like an enchantment which replants crops after you farm them, and an item which automatically compacts items in your inventory so you don't have to spend time on that. You know, two minor changes which just so happen to buff Squid's farming method from 200,000 potatoes to 1.2 million. And my farming method becomes worthless. Suddenly, my 45 million potato lead goes from insurmountable to, yeah, Squid can farm that in a couple days. Squid starts putting in crazy hours.
If I do 12 hours a day, can he keep up? Absolutely not. People say
I don't think he can.
Dies, but I'm putting him in the grave.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here in shambles. I was out here with my lab coat on, doing the science,
and all of a sudden,
coming up with new,
Hypixel was
never before seen potato farming techniques. And this man just goes, admins, please, replanting is too hard. And they buff his farming method sixfold.
God damn it.
8 months of plotting and scheming just to fail in the final stretch? No, I couldn't accept that. I was going to win this war, whatever the cost. I immediately drank 3 months of mystical mushroom soup and got to work expanding my old potato farm, a project which would take 25 hours over the next couple days. I knew I was playing the game as intended when I realized that the only reason I ever put on one of the strongest armor sets in the game was to use its 3% speed bonus to optimize tillin' dirt. For the next 2 weeks, I did nothing except eat, sleep, and farm potatoes. There were only 3 interruptions, each of which cost me millions of potatoes. The first was a dentist appointment, and the second was when I had to play in Minecraft Championships.
What do I message him? Was it worth your time losing MCC? It took me 2 hours to lose MCC, but it'll cost you 9 months to lose potato or relax.
Damn.
Relax. Hello?
Besides that, there was only one other time. I had to go to the store the other day. I had to interrupt my potato farming because my dad was like, hey, can you go to the store and pick up my medicine? And I was like, can I really tell him that I'm not getting his medicine because I need to farm potatoes? Can I really? Look, I'm an atheist, but when God sends me to hell, I want him to hesitate, okay? I want him to hesitate for a few seconds. But Squid was also farming several hours a day, and he had even found a way to maximize his AFK coverage. He started sleeping with his headphones on and had his goons wake him up via Discord call whenever his alt left his island. As someone with a Discord bot tracking his online activity, I can tell you right now that that man is telling the truth. He was waking up multiple times per night. I don't know why he didn't just use backups like me. He actually revealed to me later on that one of my original goons betrayed me and gave him one of our internal documents. And the list of backup pet users is literally right there at the top of the first page. I have no idea how he missed it. But anyways, Squid logged off an hour and a half ago. He should be entering REM sleep just about now. It would be a real shame if someone woke him. I didn't actually wake him up because I wasn't sure if intentional sleep deprivation was legally considered torture or not. So I decided to shelve that strategy for the time being. And after sacrificing 2 weeks of my life,
it is in fact illegal, yes.
Yeah,
please don't.
Potatoes.
Oh, we did it.
win these!
We did it.
Squid was shocked.
He's at 499. No, he's not. Dude, that's actually, like, it's not possible. No. It's not. This can't be real.
Squid had been certain that he was right on my tail.
I don't know how far behind I am. 100% less than 30 million.
And yet when I won the war, I had a lead of over 88 million potatoes. How
Damn.
did I do it? It's just as Sun
he
Tzu
wasn't even
says,
close.
all war is deception. You see, I knew after the second potato war video that things were going to get more difficult from here on out.
Right.
Because at this point, Squid had a full organization backing him. He had goons, a cabal of billionaires funding his every move, hundreds of stream viewers making constant suggestions on how to farm potatoes more
Right.
quickly, and reporting on my every move. So in that video, I prepared my final trick. I hid my true potato count. The number shown in my video wasn't edited, but it didn't include the millions of potatoes left uncollected in my minions. I also say that my minions now produce 1.58 million potatoes, but they're actually
They don't
producing
count until you collect
1.75
them.
million, because the rabbit pet doesn't actually boost your minions by 30%.
Wait,
It boosts
what?
them by 43%.
Wait,
Why?
what?
I don't know. It's probably bugged. And
Some
Squid
fucking
couldn't realize
math.
the real number when
It's
he
a
got a level
bug.
100 rabbit of his own, because he was being sabotaged. But the biggest reason my lead expanded by that much was because over those 2 weeks, while Squid averaged 8 hours of farming per day, I averaged 11.
I just can't believe how much he's farming.
The admins were legit saying that Techno is just like
His one
so
downfall
focused, baffled
was
them
pursuing a
at
higher
how, like,
education.
just insane he was. He had no breaks.
I swear to God, this Technoblade dude is focused on another level.
Towards the very end,
Yeah,
Squid
he
had
does
one of
not-
his goons write a program to chart how much I was farming by tracking how much
Oh my
experience my
God.
elephant pet had. But by then, it was too late. Once I won the war, there was nothing left to do except celebrate my victory with grace and humility.
Oh
This is
my
insane.
gosh! He's doing a little emote on
In the
me.
Fortnite
oh my,
dance.
Not like this.
Ah.
Come on. Was
Ah.
this necessary?
Watch me
Yes.
dance, Squid Kid, you lose! You
Watch me
lose the
dance.
war! After the war, the admins added a temporary NPC to
Potato
the Skyblock
King.
hub, the Potato
Potato
King.
King.
It gave out a new talisman which boosted potato minions by 5%, a basket for
Hey.
the top 1,000 potato
Heck
farmers, and to
yeah.
me, the potato crown, engraved upon it the words, all men can see the tactics
I wonder if
whereby
it's still
conquer,
there.
but what none can see
not.
is the strategy out of
Aw.
which victory is evolved.
It was temporary.
Sun Tzu, The Art of War. That NPC is gone now. I took too long to edit this
Damn.
video. I gained a lot from the Potato War. Patience, discipline, carpal tunnel. I guess my main regret
yeah.
is that I bribed Squid's Discord admin to give my alt permission to see into his secret text channels, and then he never used them all year. With the war over, Squid took down his potato minions, and my fields have gone unfarmed. While we were enemies, I still respect Squid Kid. I understand now that
Yeah.
it is only with a worthy rival that one can reach their fullest potential.
They
While he
did
may have
really
lost
well.
the war,
Yeah.
he's gone from 70 subscribers
They
to
fought
having
well.
tens of thousands of fans. So it can't be said that he's lost
Hey,
completely.
let's
For my
go.
part, I've realized now that
Yep.
rank number
He
one
actually streams,
isn't
by
an
the way.
achievement.
Hey,
it's a
yeah,
prison,
that's
which
neat.
forces you to dedicate your life to defending a temporary title. But now,
And I think at one
With
point
the
they
war
went to
finally over.
fight in a tournament together.
That's insane. Techno literally made Squid Kid's career.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Why
Oh,
did I
but it's
shut?
also, well, it's because it's like, oh, your entire fucking thing is built off of someone that isn't even around anymore.
Yeah. I think it sucks more that his friend is gone, but you know.
Yeah, but still, like, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well then, that was
Did you
an
get the
insane
outro thing?
ending. Oh, there's an
Free.
an outro?
Okay, now you go.
Just read this. We're gonna leave this up for the outro, yeah? Go subscribe to him. Support his dad and his family.
Yes.
Please go do that. Like this video. Go support all of Techno's old stuff. Please, 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 please. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Yo, what's up, honkers? Me and Oz are going to be reaching. Cut that out, introvert.